Put himself about against Manchester City's defenders. A formidable talent who has to settle in quickly. If he's looking for a role model on how to do that in the English game, he need look no further than Juninho, who came here with a big reputation, the Brazilian superstar, and he's become one of the most popular players in Middlesbrough's entire history. Fittingly, his goal divides us at half-time in this semi-final. Middlesbrough from right to left. And just to clarify, the away goals rule only comes into effect after extra time in this competition. So at the end of extra time, a 1-0 win for Arsenal here would give us penalties, but that's the only scoreline that could do that. Borough don't fear penalties. They've come through 2 rounds in this competition this season by that route. Pitch has taken a fair amount of rain, even in the past couple of days after the terrible weather of last week, and it's soft underfoot. Mills almost got stuck on the mud. Did well to recover himself, Danny Mills. As ever, Danny Mills against Arsenal is a subplot all on its own. David Bentley takes Arsenal's early corner here, and it was Mills who got his head to it for Borough. Ashley Cole in the news yet again after a confrontation with his former teammate and friend Nicholas Anelka at Highbury at the weekend. Got a yellow card and no further punishment for that. All this at a time when Arsenal know they have to be extra careful about their discipline. Already the club fined earlier this season almost £200,000 by the FA after that unsavoury affair at Old Trafford. No repeat at the weekend, but it almost threatened to get out of hand. Edu on the ball there was another who got booked. It's a reshaped Arsenal, but they're shading possession admirably in the first couple of minutes here, and Reyes showed for it and won a free kick off Southgate. Not the start Borough were looking for, that's for sure. A little bit penned in here. Riggott takes Bentley. Reyes again came very short and showed for it. Parlour to Vieira. Away from Greening and Juninho. It's slick Arsenal passing, even on the mud. Not a surprise in the Arsenal selection tonight. No out-and-out recognised front men. Both the 2 strikers, really players who like to drop off the front in David Bentley and Reyes. And as well as the reshaped back 4. Well stolen by Juninho. It's Borough's first attack. Can they make Arsenal pay here? Patrick Vieira made up the ground fantastically. He concedes a corner, but Juninho's a little disappointed with himself for not making more of it. The slip was by Martin Keown, and Juninho was onto it in a flash. Brilliant work by Vieira, sensing the danger and helping out young Graham's sack in goal. Good response from Borough, and a little warning for Arsenal. Home side's first corner, Mendieta with it. Edu got his head to it for Arsenal. Mills is the last man, and he's getting the treatment from the travelling contingent from Arsenal support tonight. It's become a testy affair between them. Macaroni was gifted possession. Juninho. Touré knocked it forward. Southgate watched it onto his head. Rivas headed down to Mills. Launched by Riggett. Macaroni seemed to show for it. It's no wonder Arsenal are confident coming into this, though. This is just about their favourite away ground on the Premier League circuit. 5 wins in the last 6 years here on league business. And some pretty hefty scorelines in there as well. Expertly steered by Southgate. He just felt it was important for Borough's belief tonight that Gareth Southgate did pass a fitness test. Well, they're certainly learning each other's game. Bentley and Reyes up front for Arsenal. They have never played together before. Reyes only arrived last Friday. Mendieta backtracking on Toure. Ray Parlour for Arsenal. In by Vieira. And well hunted down by young Gaël Clichy. That the other surprise in the Arsenal team selection tonight, I think. Clichy nominally a left-back, and he's had some eye-catching performances at left-back, but playing in an advanced role tonight down the left in front of Ashley Cole. An 18-year-old snapped up by Arsenal for a nominal fee from Cannes in France, and arguably Arsenal's young player elect this season. So good has his standard of performance been when given first team opportunity. That's his challenge. Linked early with Reyes. Mills just did enough to get back on the young Spanish superstar, and Schwarzer caught the play up. Aimed at Macaroni. Again, he's trying to present some physical threat against Seagull. Here's the £20 million man, and he linked well. Forward from Cole. It's a lightning breakout by Arsenal. Greening to Mendieta. Quality of pass all important for Middlesbrough. If they can match Arsenal in that respect. They found Juninho here. Keown trying to hold him up. The Brazilian went alone and couldn't quite link with Mendieta once more. Return by Greening. Seagull. Juninho was hunting on his shoulder. Edu for Arsenal. Middlesbrough have to take heart from the win in the first leg at Highbury, although it was a much weakened Arsenal side again in this competition this season. But inflicting a first domestic defeat in any competition this season on Arsenal. The Premiership leaders 23 unbeaten in the league. Well struck, and Schwarzer was at full stretch from Edu. A player getting to become more and more influential for Arsenal. Good feet here, and wasn't missing by much. But you do feel, looking at this Borough side now, that this is the strongest Middlesbrough team that you've seen in recent years, and McLaren has done a good team-building job. He now wants a reward for that. As ever, supported by that chairman, Mr. Gibson. But it's Arsenal dominant in the first 15 minutes here. Bentley's won another corner for the visitors. Both centre-halves forward. Whipped in with pace, Schwarzer didn't get it. Makes up his mind, the Aussie keeper. And it clipped off the top of Edu's head here. Fortunately for Borough, always going wide. He's the keeper who's had the work to do though here, Mark Schwarzer. Forward by Edu. Riggett took it on the full. Kedru early. Zenden, Arsenal pressing hard everywhere, making Middlesbrough hurry and scurry. Stack must have been praying for an opportunity to get into the game, the young Arsenal keeper. Safety first from Mills. Seagull missed his header. Drop for Juninho, no handball. It might come from Macaroni! Well, young Graham Stack was needed and called upon by Arsenal, and the young keeper made up the ground so quickly to help close the door on Macaroni here. Seagull misses the header. Juninho maybe used the arm. Arsenal were at 6s and 7s a little bit, and Stack did just enough to put Macaroni off. Although, surely from Middlesbrough's point of view, you'd be looking for a more decisive finish from your front man. Zenden. Possible counter-attack from Borough. End-to-end in this cup tie. Mendieta to Juninho. Cole tried to hold him up, did a brilliant job. That was international class defending from Ashley Cole. It's not a cup tie to take your eye off for a moment. Well played advantage by referee Gallagher. Reyes, delightful turn. It's still Reyes, not really the power in the shot at the end of it, after a brilliant turn. Seagull, brilliant in the challenge, firm and resolute. If Borough are going to reach a final, they're going to have to do it the hard way in this one. Not that anybody really thought they'd done the hard bit winning at Highbury. They knew that this was going to be hard, and McLaren would have been drumming that into his players. The £20 million man is sizing up the position here. Doriva made it first. Quietly bedding in as a Middlesbrough player very effectively. Reyes once more in front of the travelling Arsenal contingent. Plenty of them here tonight. Not really a great deal of pace on the ball when it came in. It was easy for Zenden. Better one this time. Side netting from Seagull. Did well to find a little bit of space to work in, Pascal Seagull. Won by Seagull. Mendieta out-battled, over the top by Edu. Floating away on the breeze. Reyes did give chase, but It's a big factor here at the Riverside in this first half. Arsenal have it to their backs. Won by Keown. Vieira down to Cole. Clichy. Nicked back by Borough. Mediator. Arsenal so quick to close down the man in possession. It was conceded a free kick in the end, but there was no way really for Mediator to get forward. They've created one meaningful chance. It was squandered by Macaroni so far. What can they create from a set piece here? It's Gareth Southgate starting in the offside. Reach the back post. Half chance here. Did Graham Stack keep it out? Macaroni seemed to turn it home, but it's a fantastic stop from the young keeper. Arsenal were caught out by a set piece. Now they can break out. Schwartz is going to have to make this. Well, he's come up with some important contributions in his first season. Graham Stack was a first-teamer. That was the most telling. Cole covered round. It reached Vieira. Now it's Reyes. Borough need to be bare. Counter-attack here from Arsenal. It's going to carry away on the breeze again. And at last we can reflect on this piece of work from Graham Stack. The set piece did undo Arsenal. Borough players were drifting in and out from offside positions, but what a reach by Kedru, and Macaroni is denied like that, right on the goal line by Stack. There was no panic from the young keeper here. He had to stretch his body out, and he did that, and he just got enough on it, brilliantly. It looked goal all over. Mediator forward. It's Macaroni. Cole covered round ahead of Mediator. Borough having their best spell of the game here. Well, he struggled to become a regular goal scorer at this level, Massimo Macaroni. And I think it's only fair to say that the first 30 minutes of this game sum the whole problem up. But they do have another corner. Not as effective this time as the free kick was. Any Steve McLaren side will work hard on set pieces, and that includes throw-ins like these. Let's see what Zenden has got here. Juninho, twisting and turning. Dermot Gallagher was in the melee with the players, didn't see anything, gives a free kick here. Riggett alert to the threat of a counter-attack led by Bentley. Look at Steve McLaren, almost on the field, frustrated that Arsenal seem to be having the share of possession, but Martin Keown has gifted it here. It's Juninho for Middlesbrough. Seagon did brilliantly. Vieira. Clichy back to Vieira. Here comes Ashley Cole. Ray Parler's found space. Where's the physical presence for Arsenal in and around that penalty area? There was nothing on when it reached Parler. That gave Middlesbrough time to regroup, but they can't win the ball back yet, at least. Clichy did well to keep it going. Arsenal so dominant in these phases of play, but with no Henry, no Viltor, no Kanu, no Bergkamp. Perhaps just lacking that cutting edge so far in this Carling League Cup semi-final, second leg. Reis is not really by trade an out-and-out front man. He's basically played for Sevilla, ironically, in a role like Thierry Henry's old role, starting from the left-hand side and breaking from the left. Parler to Bentley. Bentley went for goal here, and he's already embarrassed Schwarzer in recent cup tie action, chipping the big Aussie in the FA Cup tie between the sides some 3 weeks ago. Toure. Vieira. Parler. Those are the areas where it does break down for Arsenal. Juninho's won the free kick. His third spell at Middlesbrough. Forward by Riggott. Advantage play by referee Gallagher. Mendieta. Zenden did catch it up. Half cleared by Toure. Greening won it back. Did well. Middlesbrough need quality. They've got Juninho on the ball. Their best hope. Kedru. Good early ball. Zenden. Good spell again here for Borough. Off Martin Keown. Miscued header. Middlesbrough have a corner. Quickly taken. Cleverly worked. Right across the face of goal. It only needed a touch, and set pieces are causing Arsenal all sorts of bother. Bentley on Mills. Well, how close do any of these in-rushing Middlesbrough players get to this? It's cleverly worked between Mendieta and Zenden. Pace on the ball in from Zenden. Juninho couldn't get it, Macaroni couldn't get it. But Arsenal were left to pray and hope, and they got lucky. It's a rousing spell here for Borough. Was a wonderful touch by Zenden. Mendieta tried to make something of it for him. He thought he got a corner. Well, they've seen their team pen back for large spells in this first half, the Middlesbrough support here. But they do sense the possibility of a goal here. Can Arsenal defend a set piece? It was Patrick Vieira who got his head to it. Onside, Mendieta's got time to line something up. Greening couldn't get it. Hook clear by Parler. Arsenal possible counter-attack here. Edu. Well read by Doriva. Even at the expense of the free kick. Keown to Toure. Reis gave it away. Well picked out by Mendieta. He's really got the bit between his teeth now. Macaroni driven wide. Toure holds him up. Look for Zender to come and help him out, Macaroni, but ball was never good enough. Parler carelessly caught in possession. Nobody was holding back in that challenge between Toure and Kadru.
Vieira gets the better of Greening. Reyes couldn't keep possession for Arsenal. Definitely sense that Middlesbrough having a better spell here, but that is so often when Arsenal strike the opposition. Doriva on Reyes. Much more of the 50-50 suddenly being won by Middlesbrough, though, you feel. Again, it was Greening. Juninho. Wide by Edu to Toure. Arsenal have width, they have the quality in midfield. Have they got a cutting edge up front? Edu dwelt on it a long, long time. He didn't get a call. But Middlesbrough seem little by little to be snuffing out the Arsenal threat. I know that's a dangerous thing ever to say about Arsenal. But the visitors here were so dominant early. Slip by Seagon. Seemed to handle it too. Trying to slide one in for Reyes. Keeps coming back to Middlesbrough now, though. Cole first on the scene. Just about kept his footing. Well won by Franck Kedru. Great little cameos, small little personal duels being waged all over the field here tonight. Half chance here for Borough. Mendieta was never quite catching up with the play. A wry look across to Zenden. I don't think he thinks this is the best ball in the world. Helped through to him by Juninho. Mendieta gives chase, but Zenden has given him a lot to do here. This the best chance for Borough. Macaroni from 2 yards, denied by the acrobatics of young Graham Stack. Keown to Vieira. Arsenal could perhaps do with one of those spells of possession they enjoyed in the first 20 minutes of this game. It's Parler. Looked early for Reyes. This is Jose Antonio Reyes. Southgate had him in his pocket. Vieira, Edu caught in possession this time. Up and under from Clichy. Kedru got the first header on it. Reyes helped it back into the danger area. Mills did well. Doriva. Filling in manfully in that central role tonight for George Boateng, who is a big loss for Borough. But it's a mark of how well Middlesbrough have fought their way into this tonight, that really George Boateng's not been missed quite as much as Borough fans must have feared. Ashley Cole. Edu. Seagon. Clichy fired it at Vieira. I'm not sure the captain would have appreciated it, but he made something of it anyway. Macaroni pressing on Keown.
Zenden won it back for Middlesbrough. Juninho, the main threat. Zenden seemed to be blocked by Martin Keown. He knew he was there, the Arsenal veteran. Stepped across his line of running. No card. Gaishka Mendieta. Will they try and work young Stack here? Yes is the answer. Parler. Reyes. Danny Mills covering right across. He felt pretty let down that Leeds United didn't allow him to play at the weekend, incidentally. It's one of the difficulties with the loanee system now, with so many players on loan. And who knows, it could become even more critical as the season develops here, with players playing against their employers. Reyes took it down, seemed to get a hand on it. Found space expertly. Southgate saw the danger. David Bentley across to take the corner. Headed clear by Doriva. Reyes. Bentley once more. Easy take for Schwarzer. Kedru. Tidily done by Mendieta. But even better reading of the situation by Gael Clichy. Mature beyond his years. Mopped up by Riggott. Juninho. They get him on it every time they can, Middlesbrough. Slipped by Martin Keown. Brings down Macaroni this time. Well, he got a bit of a life from Dermot Gallagher a moment or two ago. There will surely be no let-off this time. He has to go. And he won't even complain about it. He will know. It was his error. He lost his footing and he stopped Macaroni at all costs. And Arsenal are down to 10 men here in the last minute of the first half. He lost his bearings, Keown. Macaroni went for the ball. And as the last man, the referee has no option. Are Arsenal's hopes of this trophy this season just beginning to slip away here at Middlesbrough? Not a word of complaint from a fine old professional. Middlesbrough have a free kick. Arsenal are down to 10 men. And what a body blow this would be if Borough could convert the free kick. And they have Zenden, they have Juninho, Mendieta. All potential threats. It's Juninho! Good hands from Stack. A minimum of 2 added minutes at the end of this first half, incidentally. Came down the slot for the keeper, but he still had to get his hands up quickly. Call for Arsenal. Vieira. Reyes. Picked out Adu. Can Arsenal finish strong? He was caught as he released the ball, Edu. Borough not in a mood to give it back to Arsenal. Juninho. Kolo Touré is slotted in at centre-half beside Pascal Sigon. Now that Keown has gone, Edu will get some treatment. Certainly caught by Zenden. Steve McLaren must have started to think here that one or two cards are falling Middlesbrough's way in this semi-final. More worries for Wenger. It doesn't look too good here for Edu. Just wonder whether on the stroke of half-time here, Arsenal will at least say, well, we'll give Edu a couple of minutes in the dressing room. There was no malice really in the challenge by Zenden. He was late, slightly late, but it could be costly for Arsenal. And it doesn't look good here at all for this Brazilian midfield player at a time when he was really having a big influence on proceedings, not just tonight, but for Arsene Wenger and Arsenal's season generally. Well, you never know, but right now it looks very much as though we won't see any more of Edu tonight. Arsenal can go to the dressing room to regroup, but it's not going very well for Arsene Wenger's side. It might have been worse. Massimo Maccaroni, with clear sights of goal, denied by some brave keeping and some outstandingly acrobatic keeping from young Graham Stack in the first half, as Borough picked up after a very slow start here, and a critical decision by Dermot Gallagher, who got the big one right here in this first half. Martin Keown had nowhere to go but off when he brought down Maccaroni inside the last minute of the half. Arsenal will be down to 10 men. They still trail overall. It's 0-0 on the night, but Middlesbrough must feel as though that 45 minutes has gone the way of the home side here, and they've inched a little closer to a final. It's Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 0 on the night, and 1-0 to Borough still on aggregate.
This up
Every corner of the globe, and Middlesbrough still shading it. Arsenal down to 10 men, trailing on aggregate by a goal to 0, but one precious away goal for the Gunners will change the whole complexion of this cup semi-final. And Edu is back for the second half. He was carried off, as you saw, in injury time after that challenge by Bodo Zenden, but he has been restored at the break. That's his ball forward. Reyes got there, Schwarzer came, committed. Arsenal think they should have had a penalty here. Reyes showing us his electric change of pace, beautifully fed into him by Edu. He gets there. It's a question of whether Gallagher believes there's contact or not. Hard to know for sure. But he must believe that somehow Mark Schwarzer got a touch on the ball, and we didn't see any proof of that. Arsenal have a corner. They've come out firing, the Gunners, right from the off in this second half. Last touch came off Franck Kedrou, I think. How many times have we seen Arsenal in adversity dig deeper, down to 10 men here? But it's Borough who find themselves under pressure from the off. certainly with it. Off the shin of Bodo Zenden, I think. Borough need cool heads in this semi-final. Nice variety on it from the youngster. Better punch by Schwarzer. Clichy. Call to Edu. Here's Edu, apparently none the worse. The fact it happened right on the stroke of half-time might have been a benefit to him. And sure enough, Gary Lewin and the Arsenal medical staff have worked their magic again. Long stretch by Vieira. Middlesbrough struggling to get any sort of possession early in this second half. Kadruska ceded the free kick on Parler. And Borough hard stretched here to contain the 10 men. Reyes with the free kick. Doriva got his head to it. Semi-finals, of course, are always a test of character and nerve above most other things, and when you've conceded as many goals and had so many drubbings at the hands of Arsenal as Borough have, you can sense their nervousness. Not sure that any of these angles are conclusive, but it doesn't look as though Mark Schwarzer got anything of the ball, and the referee did give a corner. It's a question really of whether there was enough contact on the striker, or indeed any contact, to merit a penalty decision. Down the channel by Mills. Borough chasing to get any sort of possession early in this second half. It's reached the little Brazilian magician Juninho. Almost got it back from Seagull. He's won a free kick. And he looks Middlesbrough's most threatening player here. Certainly Seagull, and before him Martin Keown, have just looked that little bit more nervous when Juninho's been in the premises. Mendieta and Zenden have it between them for Middlesbrough. Doesn't look as though that wall has gone back the full 10. Gallagher lets Arsenal away with that. And the wall, no way round it really. Mills to Greening. Did well, Greening. Borough's first real spell of pressure second half. Kedru trying to get there on the back stick. Ball was out. Big, powerful back four Middlesbrough have, adding their weight to the front line. At every set-piece opportunity. It's been quite a rivalry between these sides during the course of January. Greening slid in on Bentley. Quickly taken. Vieira, well blocked by Doriva, who's quietly getting through a man-sized shift in the heart of that Middlesbrough midfield tonight in the absence of Boateng. Juninho stopped by his compatriot Edu. Send it to Macaroni. Not helping Macaroni's self-belief here. You could just sense the crowd getting on his back a little bit again. Had a hard job to win them over here, this young Italian. Looked a close one. Edu winning a tackle. We understand from Gary Lewin, the Arsenal physio, he hasn't even had that leg strapped up. There were stud marks down it. Here's Reyes. Carried it a long way with that dancing little run. Got a corner. Little pirouette, little change of direction. Beautiful runner with the ball, we know that already. Riggott got the last important touch, I think. How he'd love a goal here tonight. Bentley's ball in. Seagull. Oh. Might come for Arsenal yet, and this time it's Mark Schwarzer who comes up with a big save. Return by Parlour. Seagull battles for it again. Drop for Vieira! Arsenal have the bit between their teeth here, and Middlesbrough hang on at this set piece. It goes over Seagull on the near post there. Now it's pinball, and I think it was Toure who had the shot. Let's just see how good a reaction this is by Schwarzer. Well, he got his body across the line. Good keeping. Macaroni. Seagull made it his. Arsenal down to 10 men, but you'd hardly know it here. One back again by Edu. From distance. Nothing else was on for him, really. And Arsenal, I'm afraid, do look a little bit lightweight up front. Vieira more determined. Macaroni came flying in. The advantage played first time. And then it was Kedru. He's in danger here, I think, just on Gallagher totting up the offences around the field. And it's just a persistent foul play. Will be on a suspension. That's his 5th caution of the season, we make it. Ray Parlour's free kick for Arsenal. Headed clear by Riggott. Drop for Parlour. It's all Arsenal here early in the second half. Brave header by Riggott. Borough cannot get out. Cole. Edu to Reyes. Looking to run at Middlesbrough defenders again. Mills had him in his pocket then. And wisely, Mills just draws breath before getting going again. But not for long. Middlesbrough cannot get the ball here. Trying to stay compact, make themselves hard to break down. I just feel as though there's a massive psychological barrier in this Middlesbrough side when they've been on the end of so many drubbings from Arsenal. Parlour's cross. The question is that whether this Middlesbrough team really believes they can see it through against Arsenal, even this watered-down Arsenal side. In case you missed it, none of the following, although Vieira's very much in presence here. Lauren, Ljungberg, who could be out for a couple of weeks, Gilberto Silva, Robert Pires, Campbell, Dennis Bergkamp and Sylvain Wiltor. None of those travelled with the squad tonight. Juninho takes on Toure. Did well to link with Zenden. Hit and hope, really. Middlesbrough do need to get some end product when they do break out, you feel. Seagull getting the better of Macaroni. Mills had time to get his head up, pick a pass, and he's done that. Clever from Mendieta. Greening hustled by Patrick Vieira. Toure. Edu. Clichy. Bentley. Mendieta surely won it for Middlesbrough. One of those few occasions really where Arsenal just ran out of bodies available to pass to. A Borough change coming here, and young Stuart Parnaby looks all set to join the fray here. Just past the hour mark. And Jonathan Greening, who took a blow, you may remember, in the first half in a challenge with Edu. He now makes way. Defensive midfield or midfield player, but a defensive midfield role would seem lined up here for Parnaby. Really shows the way the game is going. Zenden. Gallagher played the advantage as long as he could. Crowd here tonight at the Riverside, just under 29,000. Richly entertained. Came off Rigott's back, I think. Goal kick. Well read by Kodru. Zenden forward to Juninho. Macaroni stayed onside, tried to get Zenden running in behind. I think the breeze played a part in that. One of the few occasions where, in this second half, Middlesbrough have actually got in behind Arsenal. Not that it amounted to very much. The Gunners, even with 10 men, dominating possession in this second half. But they still trail. Labour of love supporting Middlesbrough in recent years. So many frustrations, even, for example, when they've reached finals twice in this competition, 97 and 98. The first of those two went to a replay against Leicester City. Middlesbrough lost the replay. Following year, lost in extra time against Chelsea. They feel this one owes them something. And that's not to mention the FA Cup and all those dramas over the last few years for Middlesbrough. In all, 4 semi-finals. Going back slightly further when Jack Charlton was the Middlesbrough manager in the mid-70s, 75, 76. Manchester City put them out. Older Middlesbrough fans won't need reminding that Borough led after the first leg, but still went down 4-0 in that second leg.
Jesus Christ!
Cole allowed to run, and run. Took Riggott to come across and stop him. Arsenal are giving it everything here. So proud of their strength of purpose, game to game, whatever the competition this season. Every game is there to be won. Bentley, Vieira. Easy for Schwarzer. It's in that central area, in and around the penalty box, you feel, where Arsenal have been lacking tonight. Macaroni given onside. It's 1 against 4 here. Juninho joins in. Here he is. Tried to link with Mendieta. Patrick Vieira. Early to Reyes. He's got room to run into the Spanish superstar. Can he make himself an Arsenal hero here? Again, no Arsenal presence in the box. Macaroni. He just cast an anxious look to the bench, actually, and it may well be he's about to be replaced. Bodo Zenden gets in, pass stack, goal for Middlesbrough, and it might be enough to send them into the final. The breakthrough comes at last. They've been living on their nerves here tonight, but they can enjoy this moment. Arsenal would have been proud of this counter-attack, and Macaroni played a full part in it. There's great weight on the ball here, played in by Mendieta, and Zenden had the pace on Segon. Nothing Graham Stack could do about this. And Middlesbrough lead 2-0 on aggregate. It's a superb finish. He knows better, but he must be tempted, McLaren, to think it might be enough for Borough. Sure enough, the change ironically comes with Macaroni having played a huge part in the build-up to the goal. But with just over 20 minutes left, they make the change they plan to, and Joseph Désir Job is on for Macaroni. One thing we know here, these 10 Arsenal players will not throw in the towel. But it's massively stacked against Arsene Wenger's side now. We could be looking at a very rare thing here, a defeat for a Wenger team in a semi-final. Edu's free kick. Vieira. Chance for Job to run in behind Arsenal. He's so quick they might not catch him. Whistle's gone. Just offside. Well, you look at Arsene Wenger's record as the Arsenal manager in semi-finals, 97-98, beat Chelsea in the first leg, lost 3-1 in the second leg, but it was a mighty close thing. Went on in the same season, in the FA Cup, of course. to beat Wolves in the FA Cup semi-final. This is not necessary. Both captains playing a good role in all of that, sorting it out. Booking for Bentley. To see why Juninho didn't like the challenge very much. With this cushion, can Middlesbrough keep possession better? Just mentioning again Wenger's semi-final record. Won a UEFA Cup semi-final, 3 FA Cup semi-finals in recent years. 6 out of 8 we make it in total as an Arsenal manager in all competitions. They won't give up this one just yet. Such a change in the feeling around the stadium, though. The Middlesbrough fans on tenterhooks all game long, as Arsenal passed the ball so well, even with 10 men. But now they sense that maybe, for once tonight, it's going to be their turn. And how sweet that will be, above all, against Arsenal. Just a tangle with Bentley and Stuart Parnaby. Well, he's got to know that the young man has got to know that Arsenal need to keep him out there. He is on a card, and thanks to Senden, it's almost mission impossible now for Arsenal. Delightfully finished. Stuart Downing is looking as though he's making ready. Vieira away from 2 challengers. Not given up by him, is it? Leading by example. Schwarzer at full stretch. Reyes couldn't get on the end of it when it came back off Mark Schwarzer. Arsenal might be down, but they're not out yet. What a classic Patrick Vieira burst from midfield. Southgate did his best to hold him up, but the shot's on target. Schwarzer palmed it away from trouble. Bentley's corner. Half chance here, back off the crossbar and in, and Arsenal are still in it. Adu levels it on the night. And he pricks the Middlesbrough balloon just as it was sailing away on the night sky toward a final. Never write Arsenal off. It's a fine finish. He reacts quickest here and tucks it inside that post when maybe Borough thought that the frame of the goal would be on their side. There, hit the post and bar. Game on again. Toure. Arsenal will be in no hurry now. They've made the first critical step, getting themselves on the score sheet, and by doing that, they pile and that fan's expression takes the words out of my mouth. It piles all the pressure back on Middlesbrough here. A side who've struggled to get anything against Arsenal in any competition. McLaren has been hammered by the Gunners this season 3 times. Surely he's saying to himself it can't happen again. But Arsenal are still in this, and there's still plenty of time for them. Edu. Are doubts creeping in again for Middlesbrough? Patrick Vieira's won a free kick. And the longer this has gone, the greater he has grown in stature. The very definition of a world-class player in a big game. The youngsters like Bentley have shown spirit and their quality, but they've been given a lead by Arsenal's main man here. He's an audacious goal-scorer, young Bentley. Deflected off Parlour. Borough need a third goal here to be sure. Handball against Job. It's something short of a classic cup semi-final, but it's not bad, and there's been so much incident, so much good play, and so much endeavour by both sides. Ray's doing his best to be a nuisance up there. Safety first from Kedru. Arsenal win it back though. Rare mistake by Patrick Vieira in this second half. No words necessary from me. The watch tells us that there's still over 10 to go. Time for a change, fresh legs. By Job. It's a clever Borough move, Juninho. What a stretch that was by Ashley Cole. And they criticise his defending at top level, but he denied the Brazilian then. I think Arsenal want a stoppage in play to get their substitute out there. It looked like it was young Quincy Owusu-Abiye, teenage striker. Cole to Clichy. Now they might make that change, Arsenal. And young Gael Clichy, I think, anxious little look from him. He knows he's going to be the one who makes way. As we go into the last 10, it's a midfield player off and a striker on. Quincy Owusu-Abiye played in the first leg of this semi-final and acquitted himself very, very well. Just 17 years of age. Here's the veteran Bentley of 19. He's very quick, Owusu Abiye. There are going to be gaps in these areas, certainly, as Arsenal have to commit men forward. Job won the free kick for Middlesbrough. Every stoppage in play will favour them now. Kedru. Good ball to Mendieta. He's done well, guys, Mendieta. Safe keeping from Stack. Not a good clearance, though. Played Arsenal into trouble. Zenden. Delightful ball, but nobody really getting across the front post. Not even Juninho's instincts quite carried him there. Job loitering with intent. Ashley Cole played them both onside. It's who dares wins now. And there are going to be gaps. And near things, you feel. There are some tired Arsenal bodies out there. They've put a massive amount into it. Stretched again here. What a stretch, though, by Segon. He got everything right, Pascal Segon. With Job hunting in behind him. And Job was favourite here. It's a killing ball in from Zenden. Segon had to commit and somehow turn it wide of his own goal, and he did it. Much maligned by Arsenal fans. Mendieta. Careless. Doriva. His legs got him there first. Caught. Owusu Abiye was just catching. Danny Mills. Well, he's so quick, this young man. Born in Amsterdam, in fact. But he's almost averaging a goal every 2 games in Arsenal's youth team this season. Well, they're not going to fall out about it. They're far too sensible, Parler and Juninho. But as ever with Danny Mills, there's a controversy just around the corner in a game featuring Bills and Arsenal. Arsenal feel he was just playing the old soldier a little bit. Juninho, step over by Job. Nicely done. This might finish it this time. It might be an own goal, but Middlesbrough don't care. They lead by 2 clear goals again. And Parnaby gets the credit. Borough don't really care who will claim the goal. Surely this time it's enough to see Arsenal off. Surely. The party begins at the Riverside. Juninho again heavily involved. And Parnaby did brilliantly to make space in the area. It might go down as an own goal, you know. One has to ask whether it would have gone in on its own steam. There's a healthy deflection. It ends up in the corner of the Arsenal net, and would you believe it might well have been Jose Antonio Reyes. Not a glory night for that star, but Parnaby and the Middlesbrough players could be taking the glory here. We'll give it to Parnaby. How ironic. Reyes, the striker, back trying to help his new teammates out defensively, trying to do extra for the team, but maybe finally sending Arsene Wenger's team out. Well, they've confounded us once in this game, Arsenal, by their comeback, but they don't even have time on their side anymore. Job for Borough. Gets it back from Juninho. The brilliant Brazilian at it again here, until the pitch beats him. Kedru. Job. Kedru did well. Helped on by Juninho. Headed clear by Cole. Not far. Shot hammered in by Doriva, I think. Mendieta. Middlesbrough finishing strong. They are a fit side under Steve McLaren. And all the extra work that the 10 men of Arsenal have done in this second half looks now to be having its effect. That's a tired touch again by Reyes. It could be a sweet moment in McLaren's management career. Juninho. It's all Middlesbrough here at the death. Job! Well, that would have made it lopsided as a scoreline. Arsenal have just run out of legs here late on. In by Toure, headed clear by Gareth Southgate. How vital you feel it was that Middlesbrough got him fit for this. Well struck. Always going wide from Edu. Here again, let's look again and see who really gets the critical touch on what could well turn out to be the decisive man. It looks to me like it's an own goal. And there is an irony. Jose Antonio Reyes, all £20 million in total in the transfer fee from Sevilla. 8 million down payment. First major contribution, sends his new teammates out of the cup. Out of this cup at least. Well, that was struck with danger. Mark Schwarzer wasn't caught out. Things will surely get better for Reyes and for some of these young Arsenal players. But this man, if ever there is a chairman who's been brave and committed to his club through good times and bad, it's Steve Gibson. There'll be a lot of people in the English game who think he deserves to be taking a team back to a big final. And they are finishing very strongly here, Middlesbrough. Offside against Job. We'll have a minimum of 3 added minutes at the end of the 90. Vieira, clever ball, and he just couldn't collect it. Owusu Abie. Mills relished winning it back from Reyes, didn't he? Juninho plays a little 1-2 off Ashley Cole. Picks out Job. Kolo Toure covering round. Middlesbrough are just beginning to enjoy the moment, and credit to them. Another trip coming up for Arsenal at the weekend to Wolverhampton Wanderers, where, remember, Manchester United got beaten a couple of weeks ago in the Premier League. There won't be much time to dwell on the disappointment here. Michael Ricketts among the men not called upon by Middlesbrough tonight. But it's been a squad effort by McLaren's team to get them to this semi-final, and a squad effort to win it. Zenden is onside. Denied by Sack once. Juninho, if ever a man deserves a goal, it's him. There's still a body down in the Arsenal penalty area. Edu, how brave he's been tonight, and how brave Arsenal have been in total. But that's what you would expect from them. They have fought and fought here, but they gave themselves plenty of work to do when they lost their first domestic game of the season, the first leg of this semi-final, with an understrength side at Highbury. Might be more for Zenden here. Middlesbrough corner if there's time. It doesn't really matter, it's academic now. Middlesbrough can enjoy it and savour it all. Steve McLaren desperately wants to put a trophy in the boardroom here as Middlesbrough manager, and he's taken a big step forward in his management career here tonight, you feel. His nerve held, and just about, you just feel as though he just about persuaded his players they could pull it off, and Middlesbrough have pulled it off, and they are on their way into the final. A sporting handshake at the end, and nobody can argue that Middlesbrough deserved to see off Arsenal over the two legs. Deserving of a place in the final. Cardiff, they are heading for. Middlesbrough win both legs, and on aggregate they are through by 3 goals to 1.